I, like many of you, have been flooded with the onslaught of the lives of unarmed bodies of color taken by the police. It's a lot. So much so I needed to step back, so much so I needed to run away. I mean, there were instances where I even found myself taking pictures of my food because I missed the days where we took pictures of our food. And returning to Instagram from one of my many hiatuses, I was struck with the transcript of another one of these deaths. Elijah McClain, a 23-year-old massage therapist and musician who played violin for kittens in animal shelters in his spare time. He was walking home from the convenience store and he was wearing a ski mask, as he often did because of the anemia and how easily he became cold. A passerby called 911. We do not have to call 911 for everything, for most things, especially when the person who called 911 told the dispatcher they didn't believe anyone was in danger. Well, if no one was in danger, why call in the first place? Officers arrived and they stopped Elijah, who said, "I have a right to go where I'm going. I am an introvert, respect my boundaries." This is true. And yet, Elijah, I wish you knew that when officers arrive and see your colored body, your only right and best chance of survival is not your human rights, your freedom, boundaries, or dignity, but in stopping, smiling, and putting your hands up immediately. Three armed officers restrained the 140-pound Elijah McClain using a carotid artery control hold, also known as a blood choke. Yes, a blood choke. It's a very sunny term. In the tape, you hear one officer yell at another officer to move your camera, dude. Conscious enough to not be caught murdering someone on camera, but not conscious enough to not murder someone. Elijah continues begging, "I can't breathe." How many times have we heard that? I can't breathe. Ouch. That really hurts. I'm so sorry. I don't have a gun. That's my house. I was just going home. I'm an introvert. I'm just different. That's all. I'm so sorry. I have no gun. I don't do that stuff. I don't do any fighting. Why are you attacking me? I don't even kill flies. I don't eat meat, but I don't judge people. I don't judge people who do eat meat. Forgive me. All I was trying to do was become better. I will do it. I will do anything. Sacrifice my identity. I'll do it. You are all phenomenal. You are beautiful, and I love you. Try to forgive me. I'm a mood Gemini. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Ow, that really hurts. You are all very strong. Teamwork makes the dream work. I'm sorry. I just can't breathe correctly. He vomits from the pressure to his chest and neck, and the officers inject him with a large dose of ketamine made for a 220-pound man. He suffers two heart attacks and becomes brain dead by the time he gets to the hospital. No one was charged. It's a shitty story. It's a fucking heartbreaking story. They're all heartbreaking. What really hits me this time, what really stands out to me are the words, "All I was trying to do was become better. I will do it. Anything, sacrifice my identity, I'll do it. I will do anything, sacrifice my identity, I'll do it. I will do anything, sacrifice my identity, I'll do it." At times, I refer to race and any skin darker than white as a disease, like Lyme disease. And my mother has Lyme disease. It's a bitch of a disease. And the craziest part, for 20 years, she never even knew she had it. Until one day, out of nowhere, she gets this horrible headache and part of her face goes completely numb, paralyzed. It isn't a stroke, it isn't neurological, it's unknown. Looking for answers, she sees specialist after specialist, test after test, machine after machine, until eventually we discover that my mother has because it never goes away, Lyme disease, having been bit 20 years earlier and not even knowing it. Imagine waking up every day not knowing that you are carrying some disease that can and will strike at any moment. Now, the results may be a headache, fatigue, numbness, complete paralysis, depression, suffocation, or maybe even death. But you don't know when or how it will take effect, and you aren't sure why, but it's coming. And this is what it's like being a body of color in this world. A body of color born with a disease that you don't even know you have. And you can go quite a while without incident. That is to say, you can go quite a while not understanding that the symptoms which are already taking place are a result of this disease. And then all of a sudden, in an instant, a big flare up, and I realize that the thing I've been carrying all along has consequences. And I hope I heal it before it's too late, before I'm on the ground suffocating and begging for my life. A disease that others can see turns the body of color into a threat, into something that must be contained at all costs. This disease is one of difference, and it exists everywhere. It's a disease that slowly tries to erase me, attacking my ability to live in my own skin, engendering self-hate over time, breaking the strongest of hearts and the strongest of minds. It's like a burn that keeps on burning from the inside. That's the irony of burning yourself, is that when you feel the burn, it's already too late. The damage is already done. The skin is actually still burning itself. And that's why they say running under cool water for 20 minutes. Who has 20 minutes? Because the skin holds the heat. The skin holds the damage. The skin holds the trauma. If skin can hold heat for 20 minutes, imagine how long it can hold indifferentness and self-hate. All I was trying to do was become better, he says. I will do anything, he says. Sacrifice my identity, I'll do it. And that explains why I grew up not wanting to be brown. Why I feel like a foreigner in my own land, an alien. Why I was warned that I shouldn't get too dark. Why my parents never wanted my hair to get too curly. How I slept with a clothespin pinched to my nose. And why I got a nose job. It explains all of the tension in my body every time I look at the mirror. And the times as a child when I cried wishing I was someone or something else. Why I so desperately tried to be like them. Why I have a hunger to be something other than what I am. A hunger that seems to never be filled. My body is holding heat. My skin feels a sadness that my mind can't register, and I'm just trying to become better. A body of color in a white world just trying to survive. Teamwork makes the dream work. I will do anything, sacrifice my identity, I'll do it. I will do anything, sacrifice my identity, I'll do it. I will do anything, sacrifice my identity, I'll do it.